Hi guys. Listen, I thought I'd inform you guys about about three new guitar products that are coming down the pipe. Um, I guess you could maybe count five if you count a couple seven string. Well, maybe a couple seven string versions of a couple of these products. First two I'd like to mention are Kahler and LA guitarist Geoffrey McCabe are going to be coming out with around, I'd say, early part of June. Jeffrey's two new ball bearing tremolos, and um, the thing that is unique about his tremolos is that first of all, there's two versions. There's a locking version and there's a non-locking version. The locking version will work with any locking nut, and I really recommend once it comes out in I guess in the next couple weeks or so, the Earvana Floyd Rose nut. The chrome versions of those are coming out in the next couple weeks or so, and those are for six strings. And Rick at Earvana Nuts told me that there should be the black ones will be out in December. This is for six string, and that there's going to be a seven string version eventually, maybe sometime next year. So I figure you combine these with one of Geoffrey and Kahler's ball bearing tremolos, and you've got the ultimate setup pretty much. You can dive and pull up to your heart's content. I was told by the guy at Kahler that I talked to on the phone the other day that these tremolos, as far as being able to take just extreme abuse and still come back in tune, it's just unreal. Seymour looking and seeing the prototypes seen Jeffrey's design, the prototypes of them, and Seymour said it's the best tremolo design he's seen in over 25 years. And Seymour should know what he's talking about. So coming from somebody like him, it's got to be good. And anyway, the third item I like to mention. Oh, and also there will also be eventually a seven-string version of the Geoffrey McCabe and Kahler ball bearing tremolos. The Geoffrey McCabe's ball bearing tremolos from Kahler, and that should be coming out. The Geoffrey McCabe tremolos. Let's see here. I think I was told that anyway, like I said, the 7-string version will be coming out next year. And the third item I'd like to mention, I talked to Alan Hoover at Maniac Music, the people who make the Sustainiacs, and he is currently. I put a posting up on a message board, guitar message board elsewhere on the web a while back, stating that I think it was on the 7string.org forums that Alan has been working on. Alan and his company and they've also been having, I think, an external company helping them out with this, have been working on a 7-string sustainer. So all you guys that and gals who are into 7 strings, your prayers are about to be answered. And Alan has told me on the phone the other day that he's expecting the first prototypes within the next couple weeks or so. So and then the actual that the 7-string sustainers will go on the market sometime this summer, I would think. Also possibly in June, although I'm not sure. Basically, I think I've covered about everything here, and hopefully this video has been informative, and I hope you guys, I know for all you Floyd Rose users out there who have been looking for something better, I trust me, you're going to love the locking, Geoffrey and Kahler's locking, ball bearing tremolo, and it's, I'd say it's a lot similar, it's somewhat similar, I should say, in design to the Ibanez zero resistance tremolos that you found the S series models, as well as I for one, as well as maybe close to Patrice Viget and Viget Guitars ball bearing Floyd Roses. I for one have a Viget ball bearing Floyd Rose on my Kramer Pro-Act Standard, which just is I call that guitar bullet time. It's because it's covered with bullet hole stickers and whatnot, but that's got nothing to do with this. But and I love it. I love the ball bearing Floyd Rose on my Kramer, and unfortunately Patrice is no longer selling those as replacement parts, because yours truly was stupid enough to complain to him when I had it on my Ibanez a few years back, the graphic Ice World finish guitar that I eventually sold this past year or so, and fortunately I took it off before I sold it, and like I said, I had to put it on the Kramer. But even though I didn't stay in tune then on the Ibanez then, because I didn't have the two screws on the back of the nut that hold the locking nut on tightened up enough, I found out that's the culprit. Basically, it stays in tune beautifully on my Kramer now, so, and I love it. And I want to talk a little bit about the non-locking tremolo that Geoffrey McCabe and Kahler are coming out with. My guess is that it's probably going to be similar design to a Wilkinson or something like a Fender design, although it won't have. I don't think it's going to have any fine tuners on it. But the locking model, the one that uses a locking nut, will. The design I've seen for both tremolos, or at least one of them, instead of you don't have to clip the ball ends off on these, and I've seen a diagram of the design, and basically the strings are pinched and are held so that they're pinched inside the tremolo block, and that's how they're held in place, and it works very well. And I asked the guy at Kahler how much abuse can extreme whammy bar abuse, up and down, extreme whammy bar abuse, can the Geoffrey McCabe design tremolos take, and he said they can take the most extreme abuse and they still stay in tune, come back in tune beautifully. And so I don't know about the, I assume it's the same way with the non-locking design as well. But anyway, just thought I'd inform you all about that, and that's about all for now. And I guess one final party note. This has nothing to do with the information I've been giving up, but I just also thought I'd let y'all see what I look like now, because obviously my hair's gotten longer and whatnot. So anyway, but that's got nothing to do with this informative video. And I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.